You guys ready to rock and roll, huh?
TikTok and Instagram is all in there.
I love it. Welcome, everybody. My name is Chris. This is the live stream, and what we have for you today is going to blow your mind. You ready for your mind to be blown? It's about to be. We have lab-grown diamonds. When you think about lab-grown diamonds, I want you to just do something. Take the lab-grown and dispel that out of your mind. Because what I feel like a lot of people, when they hear that, they're like, oh, wait a second. We're talking about cubic zirconia? Wait, those are way more expensive than cubic zirconia. No, we're not talking about cubic zirconia. What we're talking about are basically the exact chemical, the exact optical, everything, the makeup of an actual carbon, 100% or 99 point whatever percent carbon, 10 on the Mohs hardness scale, across the board, legit diamonds. And these diamonds are cut to perfection, or at least in my opinion, cut to perfection. Nothing is ever perfect. But they are fantastic. They're going to sparkle, probably with more radiance than any diamond you've ever seen. I don't care if you spent $20,000 or $50,000 on a diamond. Get ready to be disappointed in your earth mine diamonds that you own. In that, and I'm sad to say, ladies, you're going to have to take a long, hard look at it when you get these home, because they're probably going to outdo your earth mine diamonds. But here's the good news. They're going to cost a fraction of the price of what you're going to spend on earth mine diamonds. But again, a diamond detector cannot, most diamond detectors, I'll say that, cannot tell the difference. And look, even moissanite, which I've been a big proponent of in terms of sparkle, fire, brilliance, these hold their own. They have more dispersion than almost any other stone in the world, and they're going to last you a lifetime. They are heirloom quality. They're something you can pass down. You're going to be very, very proud to give to generations yet unborn. And I can't wait to get into it. We've got a whole display. We've got necklaces. We've got pendants. We've got a little bit of everything. They're going to be in all kinds of different price budgets. I do want, is it a diamond? Yes. This is perfect. Good job. You're the man. Chemical compound, exact chemical makeup, as I said before. Source, the earth, laboratory. In other words, we have to move tons and tons and tons of earth, multiple tons, in some cases dozens, hundreds of tons of earth in order to get what we're growing in a laboratory through CPV. Time of creation, 1 to 3 billion years, up to 6 months, depending on the size. Now, I will put a caveat. If it's a larger diamond, it will take a little bit more than 6 months. Obviously, once we get into 3 carat and 5 carat, there's a little bit more time that's required. But it is very expensive to do. I'll just mind you that. Now, independently made, yes. Conflict-free source, it varies with diamonds. And I'm not here to poo-poo earth mine diamonds, but what I am here to tell you is that we know for a fact that nobody is injured or hurt or lose or hurt any sort of negative consequences from the lab created, right? Authenticity check, yes and yes. A lot of what you're going to see today are going to be IGI certified, okay? That's huge. Because in the past, these companies have not done, like reputable companies. We use only reputable companies whenever we do the certifications. But IGI, GIA now is grading lab-created diamonds. Why? Because they're the real deal. Now, price comparison, basically you're going to pay about a half to a quarter as much. But in the case of what we're going to be offering you today, it's going to be even less. So you have all that to look forward to. You've got the sparkle. You thought that you couldn't afford diamonds. You can now afford diamonds. You thought that you couldn't even afford lab diamonds. Maybe you've gone out and looked. You've said, hey, whoa, Chris, you're about to try to. I'm going to be spending way too much money. No, I'm not going to be able to afford this. No. Wait. Just wait for it. Because we can get lab-created diamonds through our process and through our buyers and hard-nosed negotiations, through bringing in cash deals. We're able to get these at a lower price than anybody in the world, I'd say, reputable at least, that I can find. Almost anybody in the world. So what you're going to get is basically a dealer-to-dealer price, right, for the real deal of what you've always wanted, which is a real diamond. These are going to be cut amazingly. I think that's enough of basically sort of the intro to it. Now, what I do want to tell you is, if you're watching on Instagram and Facebook, what I will say for you is it's the same deal. This first item I'm going to show is a pair of studs, guys and gals alike. I'll invite the guys to come in if you have your ears pierced. It'd be a cool look. I don't. I wish. Kind of makes me wish I did. But this will be sold 101. The next item will be sold 102. You put that in the comment section down below if you're watching through Facebook or Instagram, and that's going to quite simply redirect you to the website where you'll get all the information, most of which I'm going to give you, okay?
Now, shout outs to CP Haro sending out a comment. She commented, "Love the heart necklace."
You love the heart necklace, CP Harlow? CP Harlow, just because you gave a shout out and because we're responsive and I live to serve, I'm going to go ahead and give you a shot of that. Miss CP Harlow. Thank you for watching. Appreciate you. On that note, if you would please like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff on your various social media platforms, if you would please, with sugar on top. That would be very, very helpful. Even if you end up not buying anything, it's not a big deal. You eventually will. You're going to find something here that you love because we have something in every single price range for you, okay? That said, you got the deal now with Facebook and Instagram, right? You're sold 101, sold 102, sold 103, and we'll do it usually in sequential order, all right? And that's going to put it in the comment section. Click on that. It's going to redirect you to the website. For TikTok, it's a little bit more convoluted, so the best advice I can give you is, if you don't know the convoluted way, let's just dial our personal live stream number. This is not the number that I give you on television. This is a different number. It's personal and exclusive to the live streams here at Shop LC, which is different from the live TV. That number is 888-835-2237. So if you would, please save that in your phone, and you'll have it at a moment's notice, because I guarantee you're going to see something you fall in love with, and you at least owe it to yourself. In most cases here, you're going to have a 30-day money-back guarantee policy, so you're going to risk virtually nothing. In many cases, not all, we've got a good bit of these earrings, but in many cases, they're going to be probably a last-in-stock proposition, which in other words means, well, we're down to maybe 10 or 13, or even in many cases 3, 2, or 1 of them, in which case you really need to move quickly, because these aren't necessarily watched as widely as the television, but the people that watch here are serious about making purchases, and they do tend to pull the trigger. So just be mindful of that, and of course I'll let you know kind of what we're looking at in terms of quantity if something's extraordinarily low. Think that does it for all of the house cleaning, except to say that no matter which platform you're watching on, whether it be our Shop LC, which you can always watch if your media platforms go down, you can always go to shoplc.com and look up live streaming and get us live there, or watch the previous. But what I will say is, if you haven't registered yet, that is a very simple, short, painstaking, non-painstaking process, whereby you could just, I think it's name, address, email, and if you desire, you can go ahead and put in your credit card information. That way you can pull the trigger at a moment's notice. But that's all it takes to get registered. It doesn't cost you anything, and we'd love to have you be a part of the Shop LC family, okay? Because you're going to want to be, especially after today. All right, enough of the house cleaning. Other than that, I will say no matter how big or small your purchase is, it does go towards feeding a hungry child through our Your Purchase Feeds in Akshaya Patra, which is located in our parent company, India. So we really, all across the world, with every single purchase, it can be $10, it can be $10,000, but we're going to send a nice meal out, and a warm and nutritious meal, to a child that might otherwise not get one. So it's a beautiful thing. It's already baked in the cake. Doesn't cost you anything extra. We don't round up on your behalf. So, all right, enough of the house cleaning. You guys want to see some cool stuff? I know you do. Check these out. Classic stud here. Can't go wrong. Look, lab-grown diamonds. That's the last time I'm saying lab-grown. These are diamonds, okay? What we're talking about here are a classic pair of studs. Ladies, all of you know, and I'll say gentlemen that have your ears pierced, that this is a quintessential, ideal cornerstone of any jewelry wardrobe. And you can't, if you think about that in your head, think about it. Yes, of course, you have to have a pair of diamond studs. Now, typically, you're going to have a smaller pair of diamond studs, right? Because that's all you could afford. Or maybe you have a pair of CZs, or maybe you got moissanite, or maybe you got, Austrian crystals. This is the next level, because this is the real thing. This is $719 for a carat 60. That is, ladies and gentlemen, 80 points a piece And these are in 14 karat white gold. You've seen the price of gold lately. We all know that that's kind of been outrageously high. Wait. The point of me holding this platform is so that I don't so it doesn't focus on my face, and now I'm losing track of where we're at here with it. I hope you guys are able to see the sparkle, the clarity on these. It's a carat 60 again. So you got 5.75 millimeters. For all intents and purposes, we're looking like at roughly 6 millimeters. All right. Everything, and this will be one of the last times I might say it again. Chemically, optically, physically, the exact deal as your diamonds. Now they're calling these an I3. And this is another thing we'll sort of get into as we go along with the program. If there are any inclusions in lab created diamonds, they tend to be a lot smaller. They tend to be less noticeable because there's less impurities involved in the process, the heat process, the heating process, the pressure treatment that they go through their lab created process. So, I mean, eye clean wise, and I've got pretty good eyes, I don't see a thing. They're round, brilliant, the classic, you must have. They show off sparkle almost better than any other cut. That's why it's my favorite cut, really, is the round, brilliant. But these are ideal. Just to give you an idea, right? So, gentlemen, I would say absolutely. I mean, guys, if you have your ears pierced, this is a no-brainer. Look at that sparkle. Oh, my goodness. I hope you're seeing at home what I'm seeing here. We're doing these for $719. Now, here's the good news. You have a code, which I have not mentioned yet, but everybody should be aware, and I'll consistently say it. I'm going to be a little bit broken record because I know there's new people coming in and going throughout the show. What you're getting here, carat 60 of diamonds. The code is live25. So that $719 is going to become $539. Let's call it $540, $539.99. $540 for 80 points of diamonds. Super crystal clean, blinding white. These are at least near colorless, right? So we're talking about E to G, and they're amazing. I mean, you just got the traditional butterfly backs there, but this, ladies and gentlemen, with Christmas coming up, let's talk about if we're getting the exact same diamond, and it would look if it was the exact same rating, the color rating, clarity rating, everything for 80 points of diamond. Can you imagine what that would be at the retail level? They're 80 points a piece. Just to give you an idea, your average engagement ring is like think about a 29 to 34, 35 point diamond. Less than half the size of each of these. And it'll cost you thousands of dollars for that engagement ring. You're getting these in 14 karat gold for $539. You also have something called budget pay. Budget pay is 0 credit checks, 0 interest. It's an opportunity that's available to everybody, anybody and everybody who's watching right now. You have budget pay. Even if you have like a 0 credit score, budget pay is available to you because you're going to need a credit card or a debit card of some kind to make the purchase. But that is wild. So essentially, you get it for a fifth of $539. So it'll be $104. $107. Well, I'm no mathematician, but I do know beautiful diamonds when I see them and gemstones, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is a winner. Go ahead.
We have a quantity of 5 available only.
Wait, 5? I thought we had 213 of these.
No, we have 5 of these.
Oh, I'm looking at a different one.
Yeah.
Darn. Okay, now I feel bad. Okay, these are going to sell out then. I was looking at a totally different item because we have some smaller ones, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Oh man. Time is of the essence with these then. And I apologize for misleading you folks. I did say I thought we had plenty to go around because I was looking at the 213 that we had with the smaller ones over here. Okay, so yeah, if you want them, you're going to need to grab them now. Look, will we get these in again? More than likely. Will they be this price again? Probably not. The price of diamonds continually goes up. Thus, the price of lab-created diamonds is going to go up. Even if it's a less expensive process, because they don't have to move all the earth. They don't have all the environmental impact. There's no negative impact. And that way, inflation is still a real thing. Okay? And these most assuredly, once they sell out, will not be back in again before Christmas. And we're very, very close to Christmas, folks. I mean, you can do the math yourself. Christmas is the 25th. I think Hanukkah starts that day. So we're a couple days. Look, you can probably get these in time. Typically, it takes me about 5 to 7 days to receive orders. Because yes, I buy probably too much, probably more stuff than I should from here. Because when I know great deals when I see them, this is a great deal. All right. You can get it in time for Christmas. You can get a lot of your Christmas shopping done here. Guys, if you're watching, you can get something for your wife. You can get something for your girlfriend, your sister, your mother, your daughter. Now is the time to be thinking about that. There's not a week from now, because there's no guarantees at that point. We're going to get into expedited shipping. We'll do some guarantees maybe hopefully around then. Can't guarantee that either though. But these more than likely will not be here, especially not at the price we're doing them. All right, now I spent a lot of time on that one just because it deserves the time, and I thought we had a lot more. I'm going to move on though. This is Sold 101 though, if you're keeping score.
Now we do have a quick comment. We have Kesha joining us, Kesha B joining us on
Kesha.
the web. She commented, "Hi Chris, the description says they are GVS, not I." So I think.
Yeah, I think I was about to say I don't see the I. I was about to say that makes zero sense to me.
Shout outs to Kesha.
Good job, Kesha, because that was in our other description. I was like, I mean, I always want to under promise. Here, I'm gonna grab mine. My jeweler's loops in my bag. Hey, where's that the magnifying glass? My jeweler's loops in my bag. I should have had it out with me today. Shame on me. Kesha, you're absolutely right, because I was like, something's not stirring the Kool-Aid. These do not look S3. I was like, I don't see a single inclusion. I thought it's because lab createds the inclusions tend to not be as pronounced. But that makes a lot more sense now. And G makes a lot more sense. So yes, I'm gonna, and also I think I was thinking it was the 213, the quantity that we had. So yes, and more yes. Now, we're going to move on. But thank you, Kesha, for watching. And good looking out. Gosh, that's brilliant. Hey, where is the
I'm trying to look for it. I know what you're talking about.
Okay, cool. All right. So those are available, but there's not many. There are 5 of them. And Kesha, look, here's the good news. Get it home. If it's not everything I say it is, then... And I always want to under-promise and over-deliver. But if you get it home and they're not, then you can always send it back. You have 30 days to make up your mind, as long as it's not a clearance item. Now, the next item I'm going to show you, Sold 102, will be a clearance item. With those, you don't get the luxury of the 30-day inspection period. But here's the good news on that end. We do it so ridiculously low that you can't say no. Basically, we do it for at or below what we have in it ourselves. Not because it's an unpopular item. It could just be because, we had more, or at one point in time we had more, and we need to make room for inventory because we're constantly moving product. And even at the risk of a loss, sometimes we'll do it on a clearance price. When we do, snatch those up, because in this case, the heart pendant is probably one of the most popular. So it's an item, if you think about it, it's like, do we need to put it on clearance? No. The answer probably is going to be somewhere along the lines of, we just got a bunch of them in at one point in time, and we're constantly getting new inventory. So you have to make room, even if it comes at a loss sometimes. We literally have tens, if not hundreds of thousands of items in a huge warehouse next to where I'm at right now. I'm in our kind of a B studio, just a little inside baseball. I'm in our B studio, and we have our A studio, where we do the television side of things. And next to us is a humongous warehouse. And they have these cool little gadgets that...
Now, this next auction will be a pendant only.
Not this one.
The heart, yes.
Okay, so this is just for the pendant. Let not your heart be troubled, because we have plenty. If you go to shoplc.com, we have literally thousands and thousands of chains that we can sell you. So, and at a really low price. I mean, like on 10 and under day, we'll do silver chains that are really substantial. Something like this you can probably find there. You can get a stainless steel if you so choose. But what we have here, just while we're staying focused on this one, this is going to be lab created diamonds. This is going to be 60 points total weight. All right.
That is your price right there with the live 25.
Yep. You've got $143 is what we're charging for this pendant. All right, you've got platinum over sterling silver. That is all precious metal that's going to be stamped 925, but it's bathed in platinum. That's going to keep it from oxidizing as quickly. Silver does tend to oxidize a little bit quicker. It's not a big deal. I like silver because, A, it's one of the most highly reflective metals, but it's also, that's an easy clean. You just give it a little polish. But the beauty of having that platinum overlay is because that's a noble metal, also precious metal, but it's a noble metal, meaning that it doesn't tend to oxidize or tarnish as quickly. So it's a lot easier to clean. And we're going to put a lot of microns on top of that sterling silver. So that's going to keep it, basically it's both white precious metals, very similar in look, but it's going to keep it very, very tarnish proof and obviously hypoallergenic, just as silver is as well. So it's not going to irritate your skin. You don't have to worry about any sort of nickel or anything that's going to turn your skin green or anything like that. Folks, this was scheduled to go out at $200. We've got it for $199.99. We've got it for $143 on clearance. We're going to then give you an additional 25% because remember the code LIVE25. So use that code, punch that in the promo code section, and you're going to get this for $107. 60 points of genuine diamonds. Not synthetic diamonds, not cubic zirconia. The real deal, beautiful, stunning SI, so only slightly included, eye clean, and that is a beautiful pendant. I love the way this works too, though, because you don't have any kind of actual bail. You don't have like any. You don't even have the bunny ears. You just have a nice sort of medium thickness in terms of that. But you slide your chain through there, so it's going to need to be a chain. It's probably about I wouldn't do much more than 1.5 or maybe 2 millimeters for the chain that's going to go through that. But just run to shoplc.com, and you'll be able to find a chain probably for $19.99. And if you watch me on Friday's show, which will be 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. Central Standard Time, I can almost guarantee you we'll have a really nice, probably in the neighborhood of 2 gram silver chain. Rhodium dipped, member of the Platinum family, which would look fantastic with this if you can wait till Friday. But otherwise, just go to the website, shoplc.com. This is an amazing opportunity. It is a clearance item. We've only got 5 of these. Is that correct? 5, yeah.
That is correct. Now, we do have a re-comment from Keisha. She actually re-corrected my pronunciation. It's actually pronounced Keisha, not Kesha.
Keisha, not Kesha. I apologize, Keisha. So it's K-E-I? I before E, except after C.
Yes.
All right. Well, all right. So Keisha, good looking out. Keisha, I think is absolutely right. I think we had a typo in that other one. What I was looking at, I think that was in the actual, because sometimes what they have in the headliner doesn't match up like we had earlier. Where we had, but I always want to underpromise and overdeliver. So, but I appreciate that was solid looking out. We're gonna move on. This is sold 102. Look, bottom line is on this one, it's $105, give or take $1 or $2, once you get the Live 25 code. Okay. You've also got budget paid. Remember, 0 credit check, 0 interest payments. You can get it for $21.59. Get it home. You won't regret this one. 60 points of genuine diamonds, folks. This is wild. That is beautiful. And it's a classic. Guys, if you're watching right here, there's only 5 of these. I'm sure we'll have a ton of heart stuff that comes in around Valentine's Day. I don't know if it'll be on clearance because that's when prices tend to spike for heart stuff. That's when it's always in demand, but especially around Valentine's Day. But that's literally like a month and a half, 2 months away.
Speaking of hearts, we're going to keep it with the love, and we're going to do our next auction with the heart earrings.
Heart earrings. I love it. All right, so these would be a good match to go along with the lovely pendant that we just got you. We've got about 2 dozen of these coming up. Oh my gosh, this tennis bracelet that we're going to be doing for you guys later on. Oh man, goodness, be still my heart. All right, so here we have a nice pair of hoops with a heart featured. Pave diamond heart featured right there. Smack dab in the middle of them. Hearts, again, one of the most popular of all, I'd say, shapes and things that, in terms of what we do here and what any jewelry store does, really. It's a symbolic of love, And these are beautiful. They're going to be about 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch. All together, you're looking at 33 points. Does give the impression of a much more though because of the pave setup on those. These are going to be SI. They're going to be G to H, so near colorless on that. You do have the sort of prong connector there. There's going to be a little hinge. So these are going to come off and on the ear quite simply, very easily. And these also will be in sterling silver, bathed in 950. That is platinum. One of the more expensive metals, one of the hardest metals, and one of your noble metals. $179.99, but today you get them for $134. Beautiful hoops, nice. There's your side profile. Very subtle, very subtle. But this is something, I mean, look, you could dress these up, you can dress them down. You could wear these every single day. This is that kind of everyday wearability factor, because I think even in more conservative work environments, I think this is going to be something that you can wear in that scenario, and it's not going to be any issue. But every woman, I mean, I'm not telling you ladies out there that are watching, I'm not telling you anything you don't know. Every woman needs to have a pair of hoops and loves a pair of hoops. What's not to love? But my buddy Deanna tells me the story of the first hoop earrings were actually worn by a dude many millennia ago. But so interesting. $134. So you divide that by 5. That's going to give you the budget pay. You're getting these around probably 20 and some change. Get them home. Now these are not clearance items, so you do have the option to get them home, check them out, and if you don't love them, you can send them back. But we do not have a ton of them. We got about 2 dozen. All right? Very affordable to get real diamonds, though. Real diamonds, not CZs.
Now we did have Keisha commenting the earrings are not showing up.
They're not showing up? What do you mean? Like they're not?
Yeah, on the camera. So give me a second.
Is Keisha's watching on the main?
She is watching on the main, correct.
I'm loving that we're getting feedback, and I highly encourage this. Everybody who's watching, this is actually much needed. We're live and interactive, but also I want to know if something is not, if you're not getting a clear view of something. So I really do appreciate that feedback. It's not inconvenience. It's actually, it conveniences me. It's a little bit, because the production here, even though Elias is a genius and production wizard, they're not. It's not quite as detailed as a lot of the. We don't have the whole production team that we do have, so it's a little bit more crude. But the beauty of it is you do get, or are guaranteed, at or below lower prices than you'll see anywhere else at Shop LC, and that includes television, the internet, wherever. So. But here's the problem. We only guarantee them for 24 hours. We did 48 hours for un momento, and now we're back to 24 hours. So after 24 hours, I cannot guarantee anything. All right, so this is the spot right here where I'm at?
Yes.
All right, let me just try. I'm just going to get a gauge. So it's about 9 inches from main. Okay, got it. Thank you so much, Keisha. I appreciate you. I feel like Mr. Was it Wilson? Was that dude on the Tool Time? The
Home Improvement?
Yeah, where he's like sticking his head over, you only saw his eye.
That is correct.
Hey, Tim. How you doing? All right, so we're going to move on. Those are beautiful. Yeah, how are we doing? We're doing good on time, aren't we?
Yes, we are halfway there.
Keisha, these are money. Oh my gosh, I love them. But again, they're not huge, but I feel like they're kind of just go-to. They're perfect size, just for whether you're dressing up or dressing down. I mean, you can wear these with a beautiful cocktail dress, all that good stuff. But I mean, you can totally wear these with blue jeans and just a t-shirt if you want to. Go super cash. Yep, they're right at about 1/2 inch, a little bit over. So yeah, what I said before was about right. So about halfway between 1/2 and 3/4 inch.
Now we gave them a pendant, we gave them an earring set, and next we're going to give them a ring full of hearts.
Talking about Big Daddy here?
All hearts.
This is strong.
Show some love.
Do we have another heart? Because if it's this one, this is
Here we go.
this is powerful. Gosh, I don't think you're ever gonna buy Earth Mine diamonds again, folks. You're gonna, or if you do, you're gonna feel kind of. Never mind. We sell a lot of Earth Mine diamonds, so it's like, it's hard for me to. But yeah, you're just gonna feel a little silly because to be able to get. This is the future. I mean, unbelievable. That's the thing, though. Lab created diamonds aren't inexpensive. I've kind of did my homework and I've gone out and looked around. And there's websites, you know, online, and always just kind of really be careful with that. I will say we're A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. Maybe if I kind of hold this over so the light's not drowning out, maybe that's what it is. You know what? I bet that's what it is, brother. We need probably to put on a little date night lighting.
I will try to get with their engineer about that again.
Or no, we can just turn off one set of lights in the back, maybe.
Well, the engineers control that.
Oh, I got you. I thought we used to have control. I think that's what it is. Just washing them out. Just washing out a little bit too much in the light.
Yeah, I do see it now.
So I'm gonna try to see if I can't maybe cover it up just a little bit like this. See if you guys can't see the date night lighting. Oh yeah. Now this one's gonna be sold 104, correct?
Correct.
104. This is a full carat of diamonds. If you're looking at the ring, it would suggest a lot more because it is just bleeding, blinding white. Here it is on my finger. I have unattractive hands. And there's made no bones about it, but I have big hands. That being said, I want you to understand that because that way you can realize what a big statement cocktail ring this is. If it looks this big on my big, huge gorilla hands, you can only imagine what it's going to look like on your beautiful dainty hands, ladies. I said that backwards. Dainty hands, ladies. I said dainty hands, ladies. So we're doing this for $339. Wow, that is platinum over sterling silver. You've got the look of about a $6,000 ring. If you were to go to one of those fancy places or one of those even medium expensive places, your mall, your sort of, I'm not going to say names just because it's tacky for me to mention them, but I think even in some of the names that we would all know, jewelry stores, for this exact same design. Now what you have is sort of a step-tier design. You've got a cluster of hearts right here in the center, and this is going to be the best way for me to show you. So let me show it to you like this, folks. All right, we've got 1, 2, 3, nice round brilliance right here. You've got a halo, your initial halo, heart halo, but it's got a little bit, it's stepped up. It's gradually stepped up as we go along. And then you've got this, or step down, in this case, the way I'm showing it. And then you've got this third halo here. You've got a triple split shank. Very, very beautiful. Beautiful design on this one as well. Because, look, you've got the triple halo, or the double halo, but then you've got the triple here. But essentially you have a triple, because you've got this guy, this, and this. And I love the way they really kept it all together. Nice big band. It slightly bow ties. It slightly tapers in just a hair, ever so slightly. It's really not even. It's not super duper noticeable, but there's a slight tapering in. If you were to see this as a front on, but it's ever so subtle. But that, ladies and gentlemen, that is a solid look here on that one.
Right there.
And the price we're doing on it's ridiculous. Which one? Right where?
Right here. Yes. This is just to help you show. So you to see what you're
Oh, just give me an eye. Okay, I got you. See, that's why you get paid the big bucks. Elias always just Johnny on the spot.
And let me give you the pricing on this.
It's $339.99, folks. You take 25% off of that because you do have the code LIVE25. Remember that. Always put that in your promo code section. You're getting this for $254.
And we have exactly a dozen available.
Exactly 12 of these are going to be available to you. And then, no más. Okay. I know I mentioned Valentine's Day earlier, but it doesn't matter what time of year. This would make a perfect Christmas gift. Hearts are never going to go out of style. It's one of the most iconic symbols next to the cross that I can think of in the world. They're always in vogue. They're always popular. And who doesn't love that feeling of love that you get from seeing a heart? So, and then you're going to get the feeling of love when you see all the sparkle and when you get the thousands of compliments that you get. So if I'm looking down here, is the one on the left that is the one you just brought in, just so I can keep an eye on it?
Yes.
Okay, copy that. So let's do.
Yes, this is going to be for this camera right here for our Instagram, web, and Facebook.
Okay.
And this is TikTok, so this is connected to this.
Bellissimo. All right, that's a full carrot. Now, we got to give yourself at least 10 to 12 days to receive this. I can guarantee within 12 days. What does that mean? Well, sadly, it means that time is of the essence if you're wanting this for Christmas. If you're not, then we're in good shape. But if you do, that's not me hard selling you. That is me being pragmatic and letting you know, let's not delay. Look, you've got a full carat of diamonds. The quality of the diamonds is unmistakably top tier. These are going to be near colorless, every one of them, or at least on average. Probably many of them colorless. But the sparkle factor that you get from this, when you get this home, it's going to blow your mind. And here's the good news. When you get it home, if it doesn't blow your mind, it's okay. You're not going to hurt my feelings or anyone here's. Return it. Because this is an easy sell. We can turn around and resell this. It is too good. The price is too low. The quality is there. Take advantage of this now. All you have to do, if you're watching on TikTok, all you have to do is dial 888-835-2237. That's going to get you in touch with our exclusive personal shopper line. You're going to be able to go ahead and get all the information you need. They can direct you to the portion of the website with the number so that you can see multiple different pictures of it. This is if you're watching on TikTok or any of you, if you so choose. If you like to just have that other person on the phone line and you want the reassurance from them and you want other additional questions that maybe I don't have time to answer here in this format, yeah, it's perfect. So TikTok, that's going to be the easiest route for you to go. And for everybody who's watching on Instagram and Facebook, this is Sold 104. But you too also feel free to check in. We've only got a dozen of these. We're going to move on just because of the constraints of time. I'd rather, as I said earlier, Elias, I'd rather go ahead and finish and at least get to everything that we have, because a lot of times in the past, I'm always like in a rush at the very end. And that way I can have a chance to sort of flash in something. But if we're watching throughout the program, anybody who's watching there at home, and you do kind of want a second look at something, I'm more than happy to do that, time permitting, obviously. But yeah, at the end, I definitely want to try to leave at least a minute or two. And that way I can always just kind of go through some of what I think are some of the highlights of what we've shown. And what we've shown so far has been fantastic. Again, our business today, folks, if you just joined us, we are talking about lab-grown diamonds. They are the future. They are exactly the same as real diamonds, chemically, optically, you name it. 10 on the most hardness scale. In other words, the scratchability. It cannot be scratched by anything other than a diamond. So you've got one of pretty much the king, the leader in the clubhouse. They constantly go up in price. Even lab-created diamonds constantly go up in price, albeit if you were to go out and get an appraisal of a lab-created, it's going to be about a quarter to half of the price of a regular earth mine diamond. That's in terms of actual the cost or the value. But it is the exact same thing. So pound for pound, in my opinion, it is, I don't know, I would be very hard pressed to buy a earth mine diamond. There's no environmental impact, virtually no environmental impact. They're done, as it states in the name, in a lab. So you've got no risk of even if it's a conflict-free diamond, which a lot of them now are. You have no risk of whether somebody was hurt or whether the environment was torn up, or literally tens of thousands of tons, probably hundreds of millions of tons per year moved and shifted, and geologically, the impact that has from diamonds, because just to get one little diamond, it literally takes tons of earth to be dredged up. So a lot less impact, and you get all the upside. None of the down. It's a winner, 110%. That's a beauty too. It's a nice. I would call this a cocktail ring just because it has a big, strong presence, even on my big hand. But I think on a lady's hand, this is gonna really pop. And the diamonds are absolutely breathtaking and blinding. So this is one where it's like if you're driving, you kind of want to be a little bit careful. Don't look at it too much because it could hurt your vision, and we don't want you getting wrecked. We want you to be out there and safe and secure. All right, that being said, we're going to move on to what I think are one of the more flashy, and I don't say that in a negative way because I think these are hot. If I walk into a party and I think these are going to make you the life of the party, and I see a lady wearing these, I'm going to think, okay, A, very, very attractive. B, sophisticated, intelligent, sexy, fun. Those are the adjectives that come to mind when I see this. Not on me, obviously, but I just want to give you an idea of the scale. These are hot. These are hot. New Year's Eve party. Probably, I mean, if you wanted to expedite them, probably get them in time for a lot of the Christmas parties that a lot of you are going to out there, ladies. But those, I think, I mean, this is good. This is solid. Look, these look like I can tell. Like these are the ones you're going to see in the showroom at that luxurious place on Rodeo Drive, or just at the high end, jeweler in your area. If you don't live in a city, where you're going to see a huge $2,000, $2,500 price tag on them, and I'm talking about even with the lab grown. These are 2 carats, so you've got a carat a piece on each of those dangles. You've got real nice mill grain work going on all up through here, the top area. The nice dangles, sort of a dome style dangle. So if you look at it from the side, you've got a nice dome style. You got the hollow back. That's good. We want that because we want to let as much light come in and shine. So these diamonds are going to pop all the much more. Almost, not quite shoulder sweepers. These are going to be about 2 inches from top to bottom. Trying to hold them still. Let's do this. So a big, bold look. 132 altogether diamonds, meticulously placed. Lots of detailed work in this. I love that sort of webbed style design, or like kaleidoscope design there. These are $639 for 2 carats of diamonds. Real deal diamonds. Sparkle factor on these, amazing. Here again, I'm just going to kind of show you, just so you can sort of see, scale. Obviously, not necessarily dude earrings. I can teach their own, but these are fantastic. Got rhodium over sterling silver. Amazing look. Solid pair of dangles here. And just like hoops, ladies, you got to have your dangles too. Here's the thing. We hear the horror stories, and I'll hear a lot of my female co-hosts a lot of times on television talk about the 80s and 90s if they were born in that era or alive around that era and had their ears pierced. They'll talk about all the horror stories of all the times, and you had a lot of heavy alloys and the cheap metal earrings that would weigh your ears down and tug on them. And these are not going to be that. These are substantial. Make no mistake. Which is another reason why I'm kind of glad they didn't have the sort of finished back to them, because you don't really need it. You got a nice high polish back there, but it also you want to let as much light go through so that you can see all that sparkle too as well. But it also keeps them from tugging down. So they're while being substantial, they're not going to quite weigh down so terribly on your ears. I think to where you're going to have that sort of issue where it's going to be that proposition where it's like kind of weighing them down, but they're going to look like they should be weighing them down, and the sparkle is definitely going to speak 1,000 words. Beautiful opportunity here. $479. After you punch in the code LIVE25, it's going to be $479 for that pair of earrings. Believe it or not, that's 2 full carats. When we talk about a carat of diamonds, even lab-grown diamonds now, at the retail level, you're looking like at least $1,000 a carat, even for lab-created diamonds. I mean, more than that if we're talking at the retail level for Earth Mine. But you're getting all the sparkle. You're getting the good quality here. You're getting SI, so they're going to be slightly included. These are going to be clean, clean, every single one of those diamonds on average. These are, in terms of availability, we've got about a dozen of these. So not many. That's the reason. Okay, yeah. At this price, I think these could get a television showing, I will say. And if they do, they will be gone. And the only reason I'm sort of, I guess, and a lot of times I hate to be that sort of used car salesman, that high pressure dude, but the reason why I say the quantity that we have, and the reason why I'm about to tell you this, which I have said before, but it deserves saying again, is that when we're down to these very last in stock opportunities, and especially here around Christmas time, where I suspect many of you who are watching might end up, getting these as gifts for somebody. I can't make a guarantee, and I can almost guarantee you the opposite, that we will not, especially with that low quantity, we will not be getting more of that exact same thing or virtually anything that we have in at this point before Christmas. So if you're saying to yourself, well, they got thousands of them sitting in a warehouse, the answer is no, we do not. Sadly, I wish we did. Okay? So what I'm saying to you is, if you love them, this is not a clearance item, because you scroll back up, let's double check that. If it's a clearance item, you don't get the 30 days, but it's usually so ridiculously low that you can't say no. And this is ridiculously low. You shouldn't say no. But you do have a 30-day inspection period. So if you get these home, you don't fall in love with them, cool, send them back. I don't care. I want you to be a happy and repeat customer. So I prefer, if you don't like something, I'd prefer you send it back, right? And we want you to be here for the long haul. In fact, become a member if you just found us, of the Shop LC family. It's quick to register. We're A+ rated with Better Business Bureau. But the reason why I say all that to say this: we will not have this item in, if it sells out, which I suspect it will within the next few days, if not today, before Christmas, if you're thinking of giving it as a Christmas gift. We might get more in, because I imagine this is a hugely popular item, but our lag time is usually anywhere from 30 to 60 days for jewelry. And with Luxuriant, this is a group that we've been involved with. There's more moving parts, because we have to work out the deals with them in terms of the diamonds. Then we have to send them to our manufacturers. So there's a little bit more moving parts. So if you love them, I would say pull the trigger. It's virtually risk-free. You have a budget payment of less than $100 for these. Okay? 0 credit check, 0 interest. Get them home. See if you love them. If they're not everything I say they are, send them back. That's simple. 30 days. But if you love them, don't lose out. All right, those are amazing. I love those. 105. These are party time. I think they're beautiful, and especially if you like a bigger look. And a lot of ladies do. A lot of ladies love the bigger look. I do. I think it's hot. I think there's a time and place for smaller hoops, a time and place for studs, but there's a time for these. I think the time is like a Christmas party. I like these for New Year's. I like these for if you're going out just date night, or if you're just hanging out at the house and you just want to look hot. Good look. Yeah, those are solid. I love that sort of marquise shape too. Marquise is very sensual shape. It's cool. It's like a pear marquise. Pear keys? I don't know. But I do know those are fire. All right, moving on. Gentlemen, if you're watching, guys, Steven, I don't know if you're watching still, Mr. Blair, but we got what I think is one of the coolest rings ever. This reminds me a lot of my buddy Hunter's ring that he got not too long ago. He got his in yellow gold, but this looks very, very similar. And I guarantee it's going to be a fraction of the price. But gents, we hadn't forgot you, fellas. That's going to be coming your way here in un momento. But first, we're giving you another big, bold look here with, there it is.
And shout outs to Keisha.
Shout out to Keisha.
Commenting as well. She commented no worries on the jewelry not appearing as properly.
Oh but seriously, thank you to her for and look, your feedback is always welcome. In fact, I more than welcome it. Y'all are family here, so I need y'all's help, especially if you're not seeing something right. I want y'all to let me know. I don't want to sit here in the dark like an imbecile. So I really do appreciate that, and I appreciate you, Miss Keisha. All right, check this out though. This, ladies and gentlemen, so you open up your present, cold but beautiful. Maybe you have a nice fire going, and then you get this. If you could see it, you get this beauty. That is what awaits you when you open up a gift, and that, my friends, is over 2 carats of eye clean G color diamonds. Beautiful use of negative space on this one. Big, wide, bold band, low profile. You wear that every single day of the week if you want to, but you wear that when you get dressed up too. The sparkle never stops on that one. You have 78 beautiful diamonds. SI on average, blinding you every time you move your hand. And if you're somebody that talks with your hands, ooh, you're going to get some compliments. If you're a hand talker, I'm kind of a hand talker. He's like, hey. Yeah. And if you wear this, you're going to become a hand talker. You're going to want to, because you want to show this off. This is a beauty. So you got all these little beautiful budding, almost like floral style designs. Strategically placed in here. I love these, but look, there's some big dogs in there too. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 round brilliants, 5 over here. But these are all good size. We're not talking about micro pave here. This is not micro paveville, and by any stretch, shape, or form imaginary. But I love the design work here. This is worthy of your red box, your blue box store, your high-end luxury stores. Look, just because you're not paying a fortune for it doesn't mean it is not high-end and luxurious. This is case in point. Excellent use of the negative space throughout here, and all throughout. It kind of tapers down ever so slightly at the bottom, not 100% though, so it's still going to be a wide band even at the bottom. But I do like that tapering a little bit. It's just going to make it more of a wearability proposition for you, where it's not going to be as uncomfortable, and it does feel very, very smooth. I'm just putting it on my big hand, but it's obviously not meant for me. But low profile on that one. That's going to make it everyday wearable. You don't have to worry about it kind of anything poking out. It's going to get caught on your blouse or things as easily with that. But lots of labor in this one. Can you believe this is impossible? Okay, so here's one that we normally do. I think we normally do this for over $700, like just as our bottom price. We're doing it for $639 today. But we also, so they lowered it for us, and then we've got the code Live25, which is exclusive to this particular live stream. That's going to get it down even lower. Your bottom line on this is $479. You're getting this ring for $479. 2 carats of diamonds. Big diamonds. I mean, those larger ones have to be at least 5 to 8 points on those. And there's no small micro paves on this. So you're talking about a lot of sparkle factor on this one. And get this, if you use the code Live25, your budget payment on this is going to be $95. $95. And you can't, I'm telling you, when you get this ring home, there's no way, no how you're going to look at this and think, a penny less than $5,000. It looks like that. In fact, you're going to get nervous. You're going to start sweating beads whenever you open up the box, because it might be 6-7 days later or something, and you're going to be like, wait. Was I have one too many glasses of wine? Did I buy a couple $1,000 ring? No. Relax. You spent $95, and you got 2 carats of real diamonds. And then for that, gosh. You have, $3 a day for the remaining 4 months? If you think about it in terms of that, with the budget pay, that is, if you think about it in those terms, that makes this a very, very doable proposition, even for those out there. Like, look, myself, a lot of the items that I sell, I can't afford to buy everything that I sell. I wish I could. But budget payment and just the crazy low prices that we're able to do here at Shop LC have afforded me the opportunity. And I think you're going to find that to be the case. And look, if you get it home, you don't fall in love with it, no big deal. You can always send it back. You have the 30-day inspection period. We have it in sizes 6 through 9. 10 just sold out. I thought we did have 10 when we first started, but that's okay. Those bookends usually go pretty quick on these, but we have less than a dozen of these. So I'm going to say, if you want the size 7, you're gonna, if you want any of these, you're gonna need to move quick on this one. That's an instant classic. It is a boutique luxury design, and it is high end, but an original, I think, in the world of big band rings and cocktail rings. But because I do love that sort of that design, that bubble style design. But what I will say is, if you love this one, I wouldn't hesitate on it. That's just me. Like, for example, if we had 50 or 4 dozen of an item, then I'm like, I'm not going to put the pressure on. I'm putting the pressure on because I think that's too beautiful. If you love it. If you don't, it's a moot point. We'll stand by and we'll show you something else that you love, right? But if you do, you need to take advantage of that one. That one sold 106. Sold 106. How are we only on 106?
Here is our 107.
Okay, that means I need to pick up the pace, don't I, young man? If I'm going to get to everything. I want to get to everything. I want to show you guys everything we have. It's so cool. All right, I love that. That's going to be one of our bigger, bolder looks. We do have another similar with a little sort of a sash style that's coming up in just a little bit, but that's fire. That's fire. Take advantage of that one, ladies. That's beautiful. Especially if you want that sort of that wide band, real big, bold look. That one's going to be a winner for sure. Okay,
Now,
so
we do have quick shout outs. We have Stephen Blair commenting Neiman Marcus even has counter devoted only to lab grown diamonds.
I saw that too, and that's a great point, Stephen. You're right. Stephen, did you get my memo earlier? I was talking about you earlier. I don't know if you were watching, but that's coming your way here in a little bit. In terms of gent strings, that's what we have available here, and it's money. Oh my God, that's so
That'll
good.
be momentarily after these earrings. And then we did have a comment from Keisha as well. She commented that had to be me. I was looking at some items I bought and thought they were earth grown diamonds. I had to find the info on the site and verify they weren't earth grown.
And Keisha, you're right, because the thing about that is it fools the diamond testers. The diamond testers, unless you have the very, like the $4,000, there's certain, you have to have like super special. It's virtually no difference from lab grown diamonds, and that's the thing that I want everybody who's watching out here to understand is, look, yes, are lab grown diamonds less expensive than earth mine diamonds? Yes, of course they are. Why else are we doing that? But typically anywhere from a quarter to maybe 30-40% about the price of, for the exact comparable in an earth mine diamond. But what you're getting here, in many cases, you're getting it for probably a fifth. In some cases, as little as a tenth of the price of what you would get at the retail level. So we can beat just about anybody's lab created. And you're right, Neiman Marcus, everybody high end, and that's the reason why many of these that you're going to see, or at least in the past, I don't know if we have any of them today that are going to have the IGI, they're going to be certified. And everybody takes the lab growns seriously now. So I don't want you to think in any way, shape, or form that when you see that today is sort of exclusively devoted to lab grown diamonds, we're talking physically, optically, everything across the board. 10 Mohs hardness scale. Unless they have the serial number, it's virtually indistinguishable. Even to somebody like Becky Booker, who she taught diamond grading at GIA, which is one of the most prestigious companies in the world, gemological companies. So you're talking about the real deal. You're talking about something that, because there's not all of the inclusions typically, or even if there is, they're a lot more minuscule. They're a lot easier to cut, so they don't have to worry about cutting around, or because you get more consistency with the lab-grown process. So you get prettier diamonds typically, and the cutting is almost, it's fantastic. The cutting is stellar because they're not having to cut around and sort of, bend over backwards to cut around an inclusion that they otherwise might have to, or even if they have higher traces of nitrogen in them, they're not going to be as pronounced, at least for the most part. I would say that's kind of a generalized statement, but yeah, they're money. They're lab created diamonds, and it's so the way to go. And don't want you to confuse this with synthetic or CZs or anything like that. It's not Austrian crystals or not rhinestones. We're talking about the real deal here. Okay, that being said, great feedback from both you and Keisha. Stephen, thank you guys so much for being out there. Great point for me and time for me to ask also, please, if you're watching, let's do a quick reset. If you're watching on Facebook and Instagram, for you guys out there, it's a real simple process. We're about to show you sold 107. This is going to be one of the ones that we have in gold. Okay, that will be sold 107. The one before this one was 106. The one after this one presumably will be sold 108. Just put that in the comment section if you want to learn a little bit more about it. If you want to get a recap on the information, most of which I give you in terms of the carat weight, what metals it's in, etc., etc. You can go to that. So that will give you a little bit more information. Now, if you're watching on TikTok, for our friends watching on TikTok, I want you to save this phone number in your phone. It's 888-835-2237. 888-835-2237. That is our exclusive personal shopper. This is for the live stream. If you have the personal shopper, maybe you've been a member of the Shop LC family for a while. This is not the same number that I give you when I'm on television. This is for the live stream. 888-835-2237. That's going to be probably your best route. And then they can then give you the item number for any item that we're talking about here currently. For example, this item number is going to be 799-03 or 0378. 799-0378. And this is a pair of beautiful pave diamonds with a really killer sort of pinwheel sunburst kind of design pair of studs. Bold looking studs, right?
Almost reminds you of the Kansas State floral or flower.
Oh, does it? Are you from Kansas?
Yes.
Looks like the Kansas State flower. I guess you could call it floral design too.
Yeah,
I love it. I love the
sunflower.
texturing of it. You could call it a sun or a pinwheel or sort of a floral. Yeah. But what you have is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sort of pave diamonds. You've got kind of a larger round brilliant right there in the center. So it's going to just sparkle for days. Look at these. Solid. You're talking about 50 points. Shows like a lot more, quite frankly. I mean, you get a look of like I don't know, 2 carats, just at least a carat apiece in each of those. And because you got all those diamonds paired together, it kind of got a little bit of sparkle factor going on with each one of them. They're all going to be SI on average, G to H, so near colorless on these. Love those. Love the gold surrounding them too. It's going to be a vermeil. That means you're going to have a minimum of 2.5 microns. But earrings is one of those items that you're not going to be fidgeting with them as much. So I think that lasts you a lifetime if as long as you're not constantly one of those that sort of is kind of messing with your ears. So that's going to give you a long-lasting, beautiful, buttery gold sheen. Post and friction backs there. And I'm loving the sparkle. And again, not micro pave, I would say, on these. I mean, you're talking about, what I think gives you a very, these are pretty good sized diamonds, which makes the sparkle all that much more pronounced. It's not like one of the, kind of the illusion settings where, you're not seeing that sparkle quite as much, and it's more, well, exactly what's in the name. No, these are awesome. These are. Please tell me we have a lot of these. This is real, and it's a unique look as far as studs go too.
We're looking at a dozen in the yellow gold, and then we have 8 in the platinum over.
Oh, cool. Okay, so we have. Okay, well that's not a lot, but that's enough to where I'm pretty excited. I'll say if you want it in the vermeil, we've got just shy of a dozen there, and then 8. Yeah. So
there is our platinum behind you as well.
Oh, cool. Now these will both be the same number?
Yes, same price under same 107.
I don't think so, buddy. Am I missing something?
Our number 8. It is our number 8.
And
they're both $199.
Yeah, that's not what we have here. They might have actually given us the wrong. They look similar, but they're not. Neither of these is the right one, unless I'm missing something. Let me hand these over to you.
Oh yeah. We don't have them in studio.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So we don't have them in studio. I was about to say. Okay. Yeah. I thought you were saying they were right behind there. No. Oh, they're behind me here.
Yes.
Sorry about that.
That was my miscommunication.
I was like, oh man, you didn't quite check them out good enough. But these still kind of have a similar look, but they don't have that sort of that rose petal. I like that the 3-dimensionality, the texturing here. So we do have these, as Elisha said. In the white That's going to be with a platinum overlay, of course. Again, that just keeps it from oxidizing as quickly, from tarnishing as quickly. Keeps it a little easier to clean. It's just expensive, noble metal on top of a beautiful, precious metal.
And a big studio shout out to Keisha joining us as well on the web. She commented, the online ordering process is a little messed up right now. I ordered something earlier and I had to go through the customer service. Personal shopper would have been easier, I think.
Okay, Keisha. Okay, good to
And
know.
she did remind me as well too, because earlier we had Cheryl and Heather earlier, and they said they had some issues on their end with the shoppers.
With the personal shoppers?
No, with just the online orders. So they were
Online orders are giving you a little bit of fits.
Yes. So they were
Look,
recommending-
it happens. Look, right now is one of the busiest times of the year, so I don't begrudge our we got a great IT department here, but there's lots of modalities that you guys can take at home. If you're watching, I think one of your best bets is Personal Shopper. Have that number just ready on hand. Go ahead and save it. It's 888-835-2237. So I say that for TikTok, but I mean that probably for everybody. I know if you do say, put in the comment section if we're watching on Facebook and Instagram, the sold 10 whatever it may be, like that. For example, the last item sold 107, which we have available. I'd say get both of those, by the way. Get these in the gold and get these in the platinum overlay as well.
And there's our number behind you if they want
But
to take a screenshot.
Yeah, there you go. Take a screenshot right there. Put my big head down.
No, you're good. You're not in the shot.
Okay. So yeah, that's gonna be the route to go, I think. And it's, again, if you watch with regularity the television, you're like, well, I already have the personal shopper. That's exclusive to the live stream here. So make sure you type that one in properly. So that last item was 107.
Correct.
Those are extremely limited. Especially in the platinum ones, I think we had 8, and then we had 11 of the gold, or at least we did when we first started.
Our gentleman's ring next.
So those are good looking. I like that. That's a kind of a different take than I'm used to seeing on a stud. Really pretty and classy, but with a lot of sparkle. As you're going to see, all these are just blinging for days. We got a really cool cross pendant coming up here in a little bit. It's been one of our best sellers.
We got something.
But gentlemen, this price is like.
I might have to jump in on this.
I know, me too. Oh wow! Wait, do we have this? Do we have it available in the Vermeil as well?
Not in currently.
But not in studio.
Yes, not in studio, but we do have it available online, and it is under the same price as well.
Okay, I want you guys, gentlemen, you gotta get this. You definitely got to get this in the rhodium over sterling silver, but you got to get the Vermeil one too. It's going to be affordable. It's look. This is a $3,000 ring, lab grown, apples to apples at the retail level. Probably looking anywhere from $2,000 to $3,000. We got this. Our estimated retail that's about spot on. We got it at $27.99. That is spot on. I think because $2,000 to $3,000. For this exact same ring, at any and Stephen just said it. Even Marcus is carrying the lab. They have a whole lab created. Everybody is going to. I don't care how luxurious the place is. These cannot be denied anymore. They're too beautiful. They're too spot on, and they are the real deal. You just aren't paying a fortune for them. I bet you still pay a fortune for lab created. Neiman Marcus. This ring at Neiman Marcus probably run you $4,000, $5,000. If it's in platinum and earth mine diamonds, forget about it. But look at this. $669. That's 2 carats of large diamonds, all channel set. That ring is solid. That's about as solid a gent's ring as you're ever going to see. I love the blocked off areas that you got, this sort of 3 blocked off area. I love the channel set. That's going to protect those diamonds, but you get so much sparkle from those diamonds. And usually, when you have something sort of bezel set or channel set, you kind of lose a little bit of sparkle, but they will not be denied. Those are clean as a whistle. We have this available at this point in time, and these are very, very limited. Nice low profile there. You wear this every single day. I would wear it every day. You can wear this with a tuxedo. You can wear this with your shirt off and a pair of blue jeans, or it doesn't matter. You wear this out sunning in the bright sun all day long. Don't have to worry about the color fading because it's colorless or near colorless. SI on average. Those got to be near colorless to colorless on diamonds. They're big. I mean, we're talking 18 diamonds. No pave and no micro pave in sight. These are big boys. And after you use the code LIVE25, gentlemen or ladies, if you're thinking about getting it for the gentlemen, or ladies if you just want it. We have them, I think, as low as a size 9. If you can rock a size 9, go for it. I wouldn't be mad at you, because why should we have all the fun? It's got a nice finished undergallery, have some filigree work underneath, makes it feel like butter when you put it on and off. This is a good looking, solid, ideal gents ring. $669 is below the everyday price that we have this at, which is $789. But we've got it lowered down to $669. Then you get an additional 25% off. Yeah, $502. Your budget pay on this is like $100. $502. You can get this home for $102. If you don't love it, if you go out there shopping and tomorrow you find one for a lot less, you won't. But if you do, return it. You won't return it. You will fall in love with it, and you will wear it every single day. This is heirloom quality. It's in precious metal. Look, we've made it a less expensive option because it is in 925. But the price of 925 is gonna go up. I think it's held artificially low. But the price of gold's gone up. People are scrambling to get the silver. Silver's already got competition because it's used in so many as conductors and so many different things other than jewelry. And it's beautiful. It's one of the world's most highly reflective metals. It's incredible. It's a precious metal. It's finite. But you've got rhodium, one of the world's most expensive, probably next to Californium, the most expensive metal out there, about $4,500 a troy ounce. This is bathed in rhodium. The vermeil, obviously bathed in a record-setting all-time high gold. Get them both. And then if you decide to return one of them, fair enough. You're going to be devastated that you have to do it, because they're both going to be awesome. I can guarantee you that. I love gold and I love white precious metals, and this is probably, I mean, it's the quintessential gents ring. It's got a nice masculine look. You got the blocked off areas. It's a low profile. These are channel set, so there's no prongs to get caught on your jacket or on your shirt, guys. I mean, this is the perfect gents ring. In my personal opinion, it doesn't get much better than this. I wish we had one in the 12 in the studio, but that's no big deal. Makes a cool looking pinky ring. This is that CEO ring for sure. But the cool thing about it is because they're diamonds, because they're 10 on the most hardness scale. I mean, look, if you work in the trades, you can wear this every day. You work with your hands, you can wear this every day. Your boxer probably not, but I'm so happy that that's the gents ring we have featured. It looks a lot like my buddy Hunter's ring that he has. He has the one in gold.
Yeah, it does.
Very much. I think it might look a little better than that one even. It's solid though. This is too good to pass up. I like the fact that it also is tapered ever so slightly, gradually down, so that it's not going to be uncomfortable to wear. You're gripping, you're carrying things. But it's substantial, and that 2 carats of diamonds, 18 diamonds, for $500. You can finally get a gents ring with real diamonds, guys. It's not going to break the bank. I love it. That's awesome. That's a good one. That, ladies, the man who hates jewelry, I can't say 100%. He won't. He will not. He will fall in love with this. I'm telling you. This is the one. That's the gents ring right there. I love that. And I love the fact that it's blocked off too, because if you do put it on one of your middle fingers, it doesn't fit. We don't have the 12 in the studio, we just have the 10. But it's going to keep it from, it's got almost like that sort of, the European style bottoms sort of blocked off, but that blocked off at the top keeps it from wiggling around as much on your finger as well. Obviously with my pinky, you could wiggle around a little bit that way, but it just fits so good on the hand either way. So take advantage of that one. In terms of availability though, they are very, very limited. We've only got 12 of these. 12. Make that 11 because I'm getting one. All right, but I'll give you guys 24 hours or 23 hours. And if you had, I gotta get that size 12 though.
That was our sold 108 here.
There's only 3 of the size 12. Doggone it. This is gonna sell out. Too good to pass up. That's the gents ring to end all gents rings right there, fellas. And ladies, if you're thinking about getting one for your fellas, and don't forget your guys. You know, you got sons, you have daughters, you have fathers, you have brothers-in-laws, good guy friends maybe, somebody who's always there for you, looking out for you. This would be a really sweet and thoughtful gift, something that they will wear every single day, something that they will cherish with real diamonds, something they can pass down as an heirloom quality item. That's the one. I love that. Maybe I'm partial because I'm a guy. I'm not showing more passion for the gents ring than I do for the ladies. Because the ladies stuff is amazing too. I mean, look at this. Oh, case in point. Ladies, are you ready to be shocked, awed, and wowed? This is it. Mm-hmm. Oh.
We have a quantity of 5 of these available, so very
Okay.
limited.
Do you hear that? There's only 5 of these. Oh my goodness. New Year's Eve, date night, whatever. Hanging out around the house. You got to get this, ladies. There's 5 of these. There's 5 of them. I saw the price earlier. It's gonna go. It's gonna go. So what we have here, you've got a double strand of diamonds. Okay? How many do we have of this? So you said 5. Okay. Double strand of diamonds. 6 carat 25 on this. Holy moly. 6 carat 25. And we're doing this for $13.39. Yeah, we're doing this for $13.39. $1,339. If you punch in the code LIVE25, okay, you are going to get this for $1,000. You have a $200 budget pay. $200. Get 6 carat 25 of real diamonds. I mean, 10 Modus Hardening scale, lab grown. Who cares? Unbelievable opportunity here. And that's the reason why we only have 5 left. Because this one's a no-brainer. Your diamonds now, they're going to go up to right here. If you're watching at home, I'm going to back up just a hair. They're going to go up to right here. And then you've got this beautiful sort of knobbed, textured surface that's going to go. It's going to kind of give you the look of round diamonds there, continuing. But anywhere that you present front-wise, I mean, you really don't need those back there. It's going to be nothing but bling. Starting right here, wishbone, and then 2 strand, double strand. It just separates into one of the most beautiful displays you're ever going to see. This looks like a $10,000, $20,000 necklace. In fact, if you were to pay $10,000 or $20,000 for diamonds, I doubt they would be any prettier than those diamonds. I'm talking Earthmind here. There's 5. There's 5. You can get it for $200. $201 to be exact. $200.99. $200. Get this home. If you don't like it, send it back. But there's 5. So if you do like it, if you even remotely like it, if there's a question and you can afford it, I don't want you to buy anything you can't afford. But if you can afford $200 right now, you might miss out on this one if you don't pull the trigger now. No hard sell here. I'm just stating facts. 5 of them. That's not that many. You also have this available at this price. Well, they may not know about the Live25 code online right now because we've lowered it to the $13.39 down from $15.87. That's what we normally sell this for. So it's down lowered at $13.39. You're then getting the Live25 code and getting it for $1,000. So $200 will get this home to you within a week. And you, ladies, won't regret this one. Again, 6 carats. over 6 carats of diamonds. There's 5. There's 5. There's 5. There's 5. All right. Now, you do have some versatility here. We've got some jump rings in the back, big lobster claw clasp. So you've got 2 inches of variability. So if you wanted to wear this at 18, fair enough. You want to drop it down a little lower to 20. Maybe you've got sort of a turtleneck or something like that, and so you need a little bit longer. You've got some versatility in the back there. You've got the jump rings, but you've got diamonds for the better part of the majority of this. You've got that beautiful wishbone in diamonds, and then that's going to taper, just open up to that double strand. And these aren't itty bitty diamonds either. I mean, they're decent size too. They're going to be each paired, so you've got these links here. What that's going to offer you, so you have two diamonds per link. That's going to allow it to sort of contour to your sort of breastbone there. So if you have larger or smaller, it doesn't matter. It's going to contour very nicely, and you're going to have that individual articulation because of those individual links as well. So this is a beauty. It's a rare opportunity to get 6 carats of diamonds for less than $1,000, or right at $1,000, is wild. Lab grown or otherwise. That's a princess. That is absolutely the New Year's Eve, date night at a fancy restaurant, at home, in your birthday suit, ladies. I don't care. You're gonna look amazing in this. This is gonna be that go-to for you that you're gonna probably want to wear every day of your life. Because it's that pretty. How beautiful. And I love the layered, that elegant double strand layer. That's a king. This is amazing. Oh, it's a queen. It's fit for a queen. Man. And if you look at it, it almost looks like a little smile. And it'll make you smile. That's a good looking. Any woman that wears this, ladies, yeah.
We're gonna give him a matching coordinating bracelet in diamond.
Oh yeah?
Sweet.
Did you guys hear that? I'm gonna give you a matching coordinated bracelet in the diamonds. Gosh, that is so pretty.
We sold 110 on the bracelet, and we got 7.
Sold 110 on the bracelet. That was 109 on the necklace.
Yes, and we have 7 items to go after this.
Oh, so we're doing good. All right. Yeah, I feel like we're good. 5 minutes an item. Is that right? Yeah, something like that. A little less.
Now we do have 2 options on the bracelet, both same price, silver and yellow sterling.
Okay, so we've got the yellow gold and we've got the silver. Is that going to be a rhodium, or we're looking at
Sterling silver.
probably a platinum overlay, I suspect. Typically, we will put one of the overlays. It doesn't matter. It's precious metal. Ooh-wee. Yeah. If you get the necklace, you don't have to, and then I don't know if they're made to be together, but they would look fantastic together. I mean, all the diamonds are gonna look great together, you know. But man, Elias, this is strong. Okay, Chris Evert, 1987, thereabouts. U.S. Open, Wimbledon, thereabouts. The tennis bracelet is born. She's wearing a round, brilliant, continuous strand of diamonds. I'm sure they were the best money could buy. She was a killer tennis player in her day, probably still is. It at certain points, she's doing a forehand or backhand, it flies off. The diamonds go everywhere, and thus they begin calling that this piece of jewelry the tennis bracelet. What essentially it is a continuous. It could be any gemstone, but it's just a continuous. It's essentially an eternity of whatever gemstone it may be, or diamond in this case. But this to me is breaking that mold, because they're not all rounds, or they're not all ovals. They mixed it up here, and it is delightful the way that they have done this. The diamonds are incredible. These have to be colorless. I mean, because they're blinding. What they did was they put the double baguettes right? Sort of almost like tension set in there. And then you've got the rounds. I love the breaking up monotony, but what it does is just creates a texture that is so delightful and beautiful. So we've got the one in gold featured here. Look, the millimeter width on this isn't that much. I'm going to be completely honest with you. It's not that wide. But you know what? That doesn't even matter because it is so, the diamonds are pop so much. It makes me think that this is like 10 millimeters wide because of all that amazing just light return, explosion of light return. It makes me feel like this is like a thumbnail wide, just because that's the kind of diamond quality and this kind of sparkle factor that you're getting from these amazing lab-grown diamonds. Again, a 10 Mohs hardness scale, virtually indistinguishable, both chemically, visibly, optically, all you name it, from earth mined diamonds. You sacrifice nothing except that you don't have to worry about the environmental conflicts potentially. You don't have to dig up massive tons and literally tons and in cases, literally tens of thousands of tons of earth, probably millions of tons per earth annually to find them. They're created in a high pressure environment in a lab, anywhere from a couple to 6 months. The larger the diamond, obviously, the more time it takes. But you get something that is incredible. It probably is the most sought after stone in the world. It's the hardest stone substance known to man. This is not synthetic. This is not lab. It is lab created, but it's not synthetic in that we're not talking about the wannabe, the cubic zirconia, the almost like, or the very much like. We are talking about the 99.9 whatever percent it is carbon. It's incredible. And the sparkle factor on these, the cutting is a lot easier. It's a little bit easier to do probably, from what I'm told at least, because you don't have to worry about as many inclusions. Those inclusions that are in there are not going to be as pronounced because they've got that down to such a science. Now, it's still a very, very expensive process, thus they're still very expensive until today. We get better prices on lab created than anybody you're going to find out there, and if you do, return it. If you can get a prettier bracelet with real diamonds for less than what we're offering this for, and we're doing this for $799, you get it after the 25% off code. You're going to get this, the code LIFE25, you put that in the promo code section. You're going to get this for $599. You're going to have a budget payment of $120. Don't miss this one. This is absolutely beautiful. I love the fact that they've sort of broken up the monotony of your traditional tennis bracelet with this double baguette, all meticulously cut and crafted, and I mean it's magic. The whole thing works. You've got a plunge and insert clasp. You've got a double safety latch. It's going to make sure it's doubly protected. Should the plunge and insert fail you. Okay, could you scroll up? Look, $120. You will not regret this $120. This is $120 to get some. $120. You're going to pay $4 a day for the remaining 4 months. Yes, $4 a day, $120, and then $4 a day for 4 months. Think about what we spend $4 a day. So if you can forego a half a cup of coffee, a half a cup of coffee a day, you can get this heirloom quality, real diamonds. Could you go back up to the top? I just want to see if we have this available in 8, because I'm gonna invite the gentleman to come in. Look, guys, if you can wear a 7.5, what are the links? We only have it in a 7.25. Okay, that's the catch. But I was gonna say, guys, if you can rock a 7.25, guys, yeah, I would totally wear this. If we had this in an 8, I would totally. So that's the only drawback. We only have it in a 7.25. No. This is more than a 7.25. Hold on, go back. Wait, I can almost squeeze into this. So that means it's about. I think this will accommodate up to a 7.5. Because I can almost squeeze into it, and I can barely squeeze into a 6.75. I'm not gonna try to force it, but.
And we got 20 minutes for 7 items.
Oh, we're good. No, this deserves the time. I have to give this the time because this is too cool. This is too great. Gentlemen, if you can rock a 7.5, get this. Ladies, if you're worried at 7.25, I think this will accommodate up to 7.5. If not, return it. Because I could probably squeeze this and get it done. Yeah, just about. So I think this will go 7.5. I think you can comfortably do it. This is strong.
I like the slim look to it.
I just think, I mean, look, you could wear this with a watch, you could wear this other bracelet, but this is just class, it's sophistication, it's style, it's chic, it's luxurious, the diamonds are lights out, absolutely gorgeous. Ladies, get one in the gold and this one, if you can afford it, and layer those up. But this, it's 3 full carats of diamonds. It shows like a lot more, and it's magic. It is magic. In terms of are they both the same price too, dude?
Yes.
Sweet. Oh no, there's only 5 of them altogether. If you want this one, I've got one of only 2. This will sell out. I've got one of 2. You can get this for $120 right now. $120. I've got one of the 2 in this one. We've got 3 in the vermeil, the yellow gold, right behind me. Okay. If you love it, if you don't, forget about it. Keep watching. There's other cool stuff. But that, for $120 with 3 carats of what looked like probably, I'm going to say VS, but just to be on the conservative side, I'll say SI. Eye clean diamonds on average, near colorless to colorless, blinding white. This in earth mine diamonds, forget about it. Probably looking at anywhere from 12 to 14,000, 15,000, easy. I think that in lab created at Neiman Marcus, you're probably looking at 8,000. Unbelievable. You get it for $120 today on budget pay. $600 outright. For $1,200, you can get both of them. You get the gold and that one. That's a sweet deal. That might be one of the best deals ever. All right, so we're going to move on. That is sold 110. Now we're kind of getting short on time. I'm going to kind of speed up a little bit. So the next one, I'm going to give a little bit short shrift to these, not because I don't love them, but just because we've got to move, and I want to give you guys as many options as I possibly can. This is really nice. So you've got these compression set diamonds. There's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these. So what is it? Trust, honor, dignity, respect. So there's something that stands for. Actually, gentlemen, if you can rock a size 10 and you're not afraid of a little thinner band, this will make a nice little gents ring, like a little pinky ring or something too. But ladies, absolutely something. It's like elegantly simplistic, right? I like it. It's for that person. You're not necessarily want to try to go out and conquer the world. You just want to have something that is beautiful, that's a nice statement piece, that does have beautiful sparkle, that does make, you do have a statement there. You have with the 5 stones. Now those are all going to be compression set diamonds. It's going to be about 15 points on those. They're going to be very nice, clean diamonds, SI on average, G to H in color, so near colorless. You've got the rhodium over sterling silver. We have this available in sizes 5 through 10. 5 through 10. This is going to be one of our more affordable items. It is, look, it is exactly what it sets out to be, which is classy, stylish, gives you that pop because you get the beautiful brown brilliant diamonds. Of course, brown brilliants show so much sparkle. You get good quality diamonds. We're doing this for $69. And you get 5 beautiful diamonds. You use the code LIVE25, you're going to get it for $52. $52. That's less than $10 on a budget pay, probably about $9.25 on budget pay. Is that right?
$13.
$13, sorry. $13 gets this home. Now, what I want to encourage you to do, because we do have it in sizes 5 through 10, we have the size availability. Do we have enough in terms of availability?
Yes, we do.
Okay, so we have a lot of these. Good. We have just under 100 of these. What I would encourage you to do, ladies, if you want to, you could get this as a ring guard. Get 2 of these and put them on either side. It's just a stylish and classy way to sort of surround perhaps an engagement ring or something, or if you have just any other ring that's in white metal. And this is going to be with the rhodium over sterling silver, so very expensive bath that 925 didn't necessarily have to take, but it took. And so you got precious metal on top of precious metal, but that rhodium very, very expensive. So you might want to think about getting 2 of these at this price, because essentially it's going to be about $100, $104 with a $13 budget pay, right? So for $26, you could get 2 of these and you could have that ring guard, or you could just stack them. If you wanted to get 3 of these, you could stack them all 3 together. It's going to be something you could wear every single day, because you do have that very low profile here. It's a beautiful ring. It's one of the most affordable items we have, and you're getting real deal, 10 on the most hardened scale, lab created diamonds. The real deal, though. I mean, for all intents and purposes, nobody, even sort of a GIA teacher with special lab equipment, is going to be able to know the difference. This is it's an ideal for maybe that young person that you're wanting to get some diamonds for, that really wants the real deal, and you're not quite wanting to spend a fortune yet, because we don't know how sort of responsible they can be, that kind of thing. Maybe she's 8, but maybe she's a very mature 8. Maybe she's a very mature 6. And you don't want to spend a fortune, because God forbid something happens, but you know that they're probably ready. This would be a real ideal, beautiful item. It'd make a beautiful wedding band even. It's a little bit on the thinner side, but again, you could get 2 of these. You could even have a jeweler fuse them together, and you've got 66 points of diamonds. Beautiful. All right, we're going to move on just because of the constraints of time. That's sold 111.
Correct.
Sold 111, the 5 compression set diamonds in rhodium over sterling silver. It's just a classic look piece, but I love the fact that the idea of a wedding band with some diamonds in it. But you don't have to worry about the prong, so it's going to be very smooth, And it's like almost a comfort fit.
Is our runner-up?
Oh, I like it. Now, the next one that we're going to show you, a little bit wider band here, would make, again, I think, a beautiful wedding band. This one's got a little more bling to it now. Does have a little bit of a finished under gallery there as well. Guys, this makes a cool pinky ring. I'm going to invite the gentlemen to come in now that I see that we got it in a size 10 and 9. We've got this in size 5 through 9. That's going to be a full carat of genuine diamonds. You've got baguettes and rounds. I love the way they've been strategically placed. This ring, believe it or not, with SI diamonds, 6 baguettes and then 50 rounds. You're looking at, let's see, so 28 points plus, it's a total of 2 carats, right? Wait, no, 71 plus 28. Yeah. So 1 carat, it shows like a lot more. And it's definitely got that design look. I love what they've done with the baguettes. I like the mixing of the baguettes with the round. When done properly, this, ladies and gentlemen, is done properly. And guess what? The price is going to properly blow your mind. $329. You use the code LIVE25 at checkout, and you're going to get this for less than $250. $247 is what you get this for. You're basically going to pay less than $50 on budget pay with 0 credit check, 0 interest payments. Ladies, you may be able to stack this one up as well if you have a little bit longer fingers. But that's a wide band. That's why I'm encouraging gentlemen, if you want to get in on that, that would make a cool gents ring, I think. You can get it sized to whatever you need. If you want, we got it up to the 11 just sold out. We got it up to a size 10. Tapers down a little bit at the bottom, which I like because that just makes it more comfortable to wear. But yeah, guys could totally rock this. I would. It's low profile, wide band. That's my criteria for a gents ring. Ladies, you are going to look sensational. This is that ring that wows, whether you're at that cocktail event with the King of England and President or whoever, the Prime Minister, or whether you're just hanging out at the ballpark watching your son or grandson or granddaughter or daughter's game. You're going to look like $1 million. You're going to get constant compliments on this, whether you dress it up, dress it down. It is the quintessential go-to ring, really. And it's low profile enough to where you don't have to worry about it getting caught on, or the opportunity for it to catch as much. But it's still, that bling makes a big, big, big statement. That's amazing. For this price, you get this ring for $50, ladies and gentlemen. Budget pay of $50. You're going to pay a little over $1 a day for the remaining 4 months. For less than, what was it? It'd be less than $2 a day for the remaining 4 months. And $50 gets us home. A full carat of blinding white, SI on average, near colorless diamonds, put together with such precision in such a beautiful, even excellent use of a little bit of the ever so subtle, little bit of the negative space that you're going to have in here, which I really like. Almost give it a shadowing and give it a nice texturing. Just add to the lure and add to the desirability. That is a solid ring. Gentlemen, I'd say jump in on that too. I ain't mad at a guy. I would totally rock this. For $50, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right, so I got to move on just because it's constraints of time. Sold 112. This is absolutely amazing. This is a good, solid look. Might be one of my favorites. How many do we have of this?
We are looking at a quantity of 38 available.
Okay, so we got enough, I think, to go around, hopefully, at this point. I know the 11 or 10 just sold out, or 11. But we've got, if you want a size 5, you got to hurry. If you want size 8, you got to hurry. But I think we've got a 6. There's only 5. But I'm satisfied, I think, for the audience that we have here watching right now. But that's not a ton. And quite frankly, after 24 hours, that price is going to go up. So just be mindful of that, okay? That is amazing. That's a good-looking, solid. Ladies, I hope y'all saw that. I just got to show it again. This is too pretty.
And here is our runner-up.
I love it. I'm going to keep that on. It's flashy, but I think it works as a gents. It's a little bit flashy, but for that dude that's not afraid of a little flash. I mean, gosh, you wear diamonds, you want them to pop. And that one, it pops. That one's. Those look like VS2s. All right, this next one's really cool too, ladies. You want that statement piece that just has that really boutique luxury look. This is gonna be it. Sort of a bypass, sort of sash style. Love it. Just a bow, like a ribbon of 3 diamonds, 3 just ribbons of diamonds. So essentially we're talking about a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like a 9 diamond ring here. They've compressed into this beautiful bypass style. The 3-dimensionality here is stellar. It's a good, it's just an amazing look. Something just fell on my foot. Hopefully it wasn't.
No worries.
Those are earrings. We're good. They're not going anywhere. They're 10 on the Mohs hardness scale. You can't hurt those studs. Look at that. Yeah. This is spectacular. It's a full carat. It looks like a lot more, obviously, because of how big and bold that is. I'm going to show it to you. Let's take this big gents ring off. Actually, I'll leave that on. I'm going to take my new favorite ring off, this guy right here, and we're going to slide on this one. Just to give you ladies an idea of scale. Obviously, I've got big hands, but they're not attractive, but I just want you to see this on person here. But you've got this excellent, just like beautiful ribbon of 3 rows of diamonds. These again, all beautiful. You got G color on average, VS diamonds here. G and VS. You've got rhodium over sterling silver, so very, very expensive rhodium. Most expensive probably of all the platinum family of metals at about $4,500 a troy ounce. And you're getting this for $399. We have marked this down incredibly low. $399. You're going to take a quarter off of that. It's going to be $299 to get this ring. $299. with the code LIVE25 gets you this one. VS diamonds, a full carat of VSG diamonds. Sophisticated, check. Elegant, check. Classy, check. Loaded with diamonds, check. It looks expensive, check. Is not expensive, check. $59 on budget pay. Yes. So you get this for $59 and you pay $2 a day for the remaining 4 months. And ladies, you get a ring that screams $7,000, $8,000, $9,000 if you're at one of the more expensive places. And you don't have to, look, you don't have to spend huge money to get elegance, to get real diamonds. You don't have to do it.
Here is our end of the show special.
And look, folks, we are so close to Christmas. We're literally, what are we, 2 weeks away?
Correct.
I mean, and you got to give time. Some of these are going to take up to 10 days to get to you. So I want you guys to, I'm not trying to hard sell, I'm just trying to tell you, the time to act is now. Now is the time to pull the trigger, especially on these that we only have 4 and 5 of. Those are going to be sold out. So if you, and I'm only saying this because I care. And I mean, obviously I like some sales. That's great. But no, because if you love any of the items that I've shown you today, and I encourage you to go back, and 45 minutes after this show ends, it's going to end here in about 5 minutes. I want you to go back and rewatch this show. Anything you did, anything I was wiggling around, you can pause it or whatever, and you didn't get a good look at it. But I'm going to tell you, if you wait, after 24 hours, these prices go away. Okay? They go, or they bump back up substantially in many cases. So that's number one. Number two, most of what I've shown you today have been less than 10 of them. In many cases, 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. All right? That's number two. You're not the only person watching. Guarantee you that, okay? These are available on the website. People are going to have to find them out. They may not know about the code LIVE25. You guys got to remember that code. But if you love any of these items, I highly encourage you, and you want to have it in time for Christmas. Will we get many more of these? Probably so. Will they be the same price? Probably not. But we probably will get many of these because there's such amazing designs that, gosh, I can't imagine we wouldn't want to reorder, because I can imagine we've sold tons of them. Okay? But if you want to get in time for Christmas, it is very important, I think, for you to probably pull the trigger sooner than later. And look, if it's a financial issue, I totally get that. If you can't afford something, I don't want you to. But if you can and you love it, you owe it to yourself to get it home. We've only shown you one clearance item. So every one of these items, just about, save one, that we've shown you thus far, has been eligible for that 30-day inspection period. In other words, you risk virtually nothing, whatever the cost of the budget pay is. In many cases, that's under $100. In most cases, that's been under $100 today. Under $100, get it home. If you don't love it, return it, and you'll get whatever that is, under $100 back. So you risk virtually nothing, but if you don't take advantage of it today and you do love it, you risk not getting it in time for Christmas, and chances are you're going to pay more for it in the future, even here. Okay, that's all. Now, that's a beautiful ring. That last one was 113, and here comes 114. This is a beauty. Now, this is going to be one of the bigger center stones that we've featured yet. Oh my gosh, you've got, I mean, this looks like it came out of, like, ladies, Great Gatsby party material here. You've got a very, very nice size oval here. And look, you pay a premium. When we talk about the larger the diamond, you're going to pay a premium. It's surrounded by the pave diamonds. They are not micro. They're a good sized diamond in this gorgeous Art Deco style design that is, I think, just, that is money. It screams money. We've only got 3 of these reviewed, and they are all 5-star reviews. This is a full carat of diamonds. You've got rhodium over sterling silver. And ladies and gentlemen, believe it or not, $2,000 no, $1,000 no, $379 yes, but that's not the end of the story. $379, you take off 25% off that price, and you are going to get this basically for under $300. Under $300 gets this, and we've got a budget pay opportunity available to you as well. So $284 will be your price after the code LIVE25. That is exclusive to the live stream here. If you're watching on TikTok, I want to encourage you to dial 888-835-2237. That is our personal shopper. That's going to be the best way for you to procure one of these. You have a $71 budget pay for the Great Gatsby ring. There it is on my big ugly hand. It's going to look amazing on you. Ladies, $71 gets it home. We only have sizes 7, 8, and 10 available. You do have some, it looks like channel set, but they're prong set on the side. I think you could size this up 1 or 2 if you needed to. Any jeweler could do that. But take advantage of this one. Oh, by the way, that center stone is a 31-point diamond. 31-point center stone. Okay? More than likely going to be a VS minimum, I would imagine, at least SI if I want to under-promise and over-deliver. Near colorless on that center stone, I imagine. Looks like about a G to an H. But that is spectacular. That's larger, or about the size of your average engagement size diamond ring on that center stone. So that's not a cluster right there in the middle. Now there's a cluster surrounding it. Beautiful clusters, all match mated and calibrated, depending on which row. You've got nice texturing there. In other words, you got the nice little, it steps up ever so slightly. Sorry about the little fuzz there. It steps up ever so slightly. So this is just screams elegance. And again, I think this is going to be that beautiful party ring that, and I call this, for all intents and purposes, a cocktail ring. I mean, it's got the sparkle factor is so explosive. And the size, I think, on most ladies' hands is gonna look like it's gonna be cocktail ring size. So stuck on my finger now. This one, I think, probably, yeah, this is that New Year's Eve party. This is that one that you constantly get almost maybe annoyed because you get so many compliments. Got a finished under gallery. It's gonna slide on and off the finger like butter unless it's too small for your hand like mine. Is this our last one?
Yes, that is our last.
Okay, cool. Honorable mention to some of the earrings we weren't able to get to. We're going to put those up on the site for you too, especially this little cluster right here. I think that one is one that you should definitely look into getting. But folks, this one, I think that's a good job on that, Elias, because this is the perfect way to end the show. I want to thank all of you for watching. If you just joined us, what we featured for you today were some of the most beautiful lab-created diamonds at some of the most amazing prices you're ever going to see anywhere. We're talking really clean diamonds, lab-created again. I want to reiterate this. We only have 5 of that last one, by the way. There's only 5 of those. You're going to need to move quick. But I want to thank you all for watching. My name is Chris. This has been the live stream. We do these every single day from at 10 a.m. and then at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. And it's just been a pleasure to be with you today, especially when we have such amazing values. I want to encourage you also, as I was saying before, you can go back and re-watch these episodes. They live in perpetuity. Typically, we get them up there running about 45 minutes after the show. So if you missed something or something wasn't quite clear, or maybe you missed the phone number, which is 888-835-2237, then that will be, you can pause it a little bit and kind of really inspect an item. But don't take too long. Again, most of these were last in stock opportunities. And I would encourage you also to go back and watch this morning's 10 a.m. show, which we did some really amazing tourmalines, which were they were like the best of the best.
Those gents rings were nice.
Do what now? Oh yeah, we had 3 amazing gents rings. In the Lagoon tourmaline, basically it's a hybrid of like an indicolite. It's a fantastic, extraordinarily rare gemstone. But we did that at 10 a.m. So that would be the show before this one. But again, you can watch them all at shoplc.com and just click on the live stream tab, which would usually be around the top area. And if you're watching on the app, TV app doesn't have the live stream available yet, but the